Now the story of a man who bought a truck, or so he thought. A few days later, the used car dealer called, said his financing wasn't approved. They wanted the truck back but would not return his deposit. Is that legal? An answer in tonight's edition of Help Me Howard with Patrick Frazier.
After driving an SUV for a while, Devin Lupina decided he wanted to trade it in for a pickup truck.
It's easy to throw stuff in the back, especially when I go out like off-roading.
After looking around, Devin found one he liked at a used car lot in Hollywood.
I traded in my truck for $1,000 and I did $1,250 for a down payment.
The salesman wrote down that Devin gave a $1,250 cash deposit and then said, let's see if we can get financing for the rest.
They said I got approved, and that's when they let me drive off the lot with it after I signed all the paperwork.
Like many people who buy a vehicle, Devin thought the financing was approved when he drove off with his pickup truck. But the paperwork said, although I have been permitted to take delivery of the above-described vehicle, I understand that financing for the purchase of the vehicle has not been finalized. This is known as a spot delivery. And then
I received a phone call saying I wasn't approved of the loan, so they wanted me to bring the truck back in.
Devin said okay, but.
And when I asked about my truck that I traded in, they said they sold it right away. And they also said they would not refund me my money.
They were not going to give him his SUV back and were not returning his $1,250 deposit either. So Devin's mother made a call to try to straighten things out.
I said, listen, why don't you guys just give him his money back and he'll bring back the vehicle. Oh, we don't give refunds, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, well, we have a problem.
Devin says it makes no sense to him.
If you say to somebody that you're approved for a loan and all of a sudden you're not, like, I don't understand how that works.
Well, Howard, Devin wasn't approved for financing. Can they make him return their pickup truck and not return Devin's old SUV and his cash deposit?
Legally, Devin is required to return the vehicle, and legally, the car dealer has to return the down payment and either the trade-in or the fair market value of it. Also, the dealership can charge him for using their truck and deduct that from the down payment that they return.
We spoke to the used car dealer. He says even though the paperwork says Devin put down $1,250, he only gave them $200 and promised to pay the rest later. The dealer didn't offer to return any money but told us he would get Devin's SUV back and give it to him when he returned the truck. Devin says he did give them $1,250 like the paperwork says, and Nancy says they won't return the vehicle till they get everything back. The dealer's response?
They're threatening to repossess it.
Devin still has the dealer's truck and plans to sue them.
If you are convinced you are right, go to court and sue. But be aware, if they are able to repossess it, you will have to pay for that repossession. And while it is unlikely, you could be charged with theft for keeping the truck after they ask you to return it. So it's better to return the vehicle and let a judge decide how much money you get back.
Devin is not going to return the truck, and while he's waiting for his day in court to fight the used car dealer, he's going on the offensive as well.
So we filed complaints with all the government agencies within the state of Florida to try to help resolve this issue.
Nancy and Devin are determined. We'll keep an eye on it and let you know how this one turns out. Bottom line, if your financing is not finalized, don't take their vehicle. Drive home in your old car and wait until you are definitely approved before you accept the vehicle. A little patience can avoid a big mess. Signed up for a problem you now don't approve of? Need someone to take interest in it? Loan it to us. No need to worry about financing. We'll try to deliver a solution, and it's free. With this Help Me Howard, I'm Patrick Frazier, 7 News.